Hmm. Okay. Tier list, everyone. So obviously, in this regard, broken tier is these two broken tiers are effectively needs buff and needs nerf. We're gonna start with the dreaded. This hunk crap. Um, 15-inch guns, so tier 5 firepower effectively. Uh, Decent armor. Accuracy that is pitiful, in lack for better words. Speed is great. Maneuverability is shockingly great. The only problem is that the damn thing doesn't hit anything. Like the AP is like Vlad, but downgraded with more penetration. But the shells get there faster with higher velocity, so that's nice. And even then, it's just not very efficient. It's not good. It's not efficient. The AG is pitiful, so you can't even burn something down when people, develop brain cells to turn in a little bit. It's all in all very, 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 very bad. Another terrible ship that's just slightly chalking up the block. Gasconia. This thing is rather terrible. It's like semi-accurate. It's not like Richelieu levels of terrible. The only problem is that the brain dead people on the lower spectrum see when they don't have the ability to like level their guns on the bow, they're like, oh my god, ship is terrible. It's not. Gasconia isn't that bad. Fire like the HE is fine. AP is Frenchy, so horseshit. And the armor is, standard French, 32 millimeters galore. So when a Yamato looks at you, you're pretty much fucked. It's it's a step up. But another step up is definitely, where is it around here? I just saw it. It's that weird one. Here it is, the Richie Lou. It's it's not equivalent. I mean, Richelieu is not what it once was. You effectively can't crossfire because the dispersion is so incredibly horseshit that you're landing like 3 shots at like 18, like 15 to plus kilometers, and even then, the shells travel like decently slow. They're actually not very good. It's only a 380, so once again, tier 6 through 5 gun caliber, not very good. It's very fast with the engine boost, covered in 32 millimeters, so instant contact class of armor grading. It's not very good. It's I mean, HE's fine. That's the only thing it's good for, really. It's HE is the. I mean, not even though. If you need HE spam, you can just go play its better alternative, which is just a Monarch. Monarch, just they're very similar ships. Most of their firepower in the front, 35% chance HE, semi-inaccurate. Both have low hit points, but like this thing is just complete shit. I never get scared when I fight these. Just load your AP, aim 1 centimeter above the bow, and you're just knocking out the firepower constantly. It's so terrible. And it's more autistic cousin. This thing is people. I need a valid argument on why the Jean Bart is broken. It's the same accuracy. You get a reload booster, which the only thing that damn thing is good for is when you just my salvo, it didn't do anything because it's an inaccurate piece of shit. Time to 10 seconds, fire again. Like I feel as if it's like the reload booster just compensates for the ship's overall failure to do anything. It doesn't what does it do? You have to when you think of what is your ship good at? It looks good in the sunset, like a nice little picture when it's just, bow tanking at 37 kilometers. But other than that, what does this thing do? How is, it's not accurate. If they break one gun, those little reload boosters of yours mean nothing. Same speed as Richelieu. like Conkex stamp, for 32 millimeters galore. I don't understand. I really don't. It's really, really bad. Now, stepping up from, garbage tier and up to, like, something half decent, it's definitely the Vanguard. I used to like this ship, and now it's just terrible. The firing angles, like, I used to think the front ones were decent. They're not. They are garbage. You're covered in just this like, not even a wall, a coating. A nice thick coating of 32 millimeters. And that's fine. But with the current route of the only, like, if you want to research your new tier, like, legendary ship, you just fucking get a tier 7. It's horseshit. With all these Yamatos, because it's the only damn playable ship nowadays, is Yamato. It's just, 20k, 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 20k. It's ridiculous. It's the same reason why the Conqueror is just ass. Its Ichi, though, is very good. Its speed is pretty much like Richelieu in that regard. Except, it doesn't need a crutch like a real, it doesn't need like a. Oh, speaking of that, it does actually get a reload booster. One, because the community keeps complaining that their ship is horrible when it's really not. It's not, Jean Bart levels of terrible. It's, it's degradable. It doesn't do any, like, it's good to have enough flank. If you want a division up, a really good flank heavy support division, I would go Iowa, Vanguard, and, like, Fletcher. That is a very good, like, flank heavy division. You're gonna win your side with that kind of division. You got Vanguard in the back assisting the BB. You got the upfront Iowa making constant distractions. And you got the Fletcher flanking around taking care of the DDs for the battleships. It's like, it's a really good thing. Like, this thing's really good at support. If your team is, like, crap, then this, not the Monarch, this, the Conqueror, the Lion, like, all these ships just fall apart. They just, like, they collapse, they degrade, they fail. It's depressing. What next? Lenin. Yes, definitely Lenin. Lenin is... it's horseshit. Like, it's really horseshit. This ship is... it just makes Vlad redundant. It really does, and I know, like, it's really sad. Its accuracy is extremely good. Like, it is very good. This thing is just pretty much the Nelson. 41% chance to set fires. Very good, percent chance to set fires. We get that classic Russian HE, stupid. Russian AP penetration value, so, fast shells, swooping in, pretty good. Long range, easy crossfires, sit at back of map, ricochet all enemy shells. It's really not. It's... I don't like it. I just... It ruins the Vlad, and I really hate ships that just downgrade others. Speaking of a ship just like that, we have Key, but, in this regard, the Key is just a downgrade. It really is a downgrade. As opposed to its Amagi, this thing gets a slower reload. It loses that incredible 40% torpedo belt reduction, worse armor, worse accuracy, and I think a lower speed. All for these garbage torpedoes that are only good at, like 5 kilometers. I think they're not very good, in all honesty. And why would you have this thing when you can have, like, the Amagi? The Amagi is very good. The Amagi versus a Key, the Amagi would win, in my eyes. The Amagi, you can get that damn thing's reload to, like, 23 seconds, I think. And when you got a 60-inch gun battleship reloading in 23 seconds, that's scary. And the Amagi, unlike, this pile of, stinking pile of horse shit in the corner, it's firing constantly. You got that accuracy for long-range crossfires on your flank. It's fast. It's actually pretty much equal to the Iowa. And, this thing's a classic. It's just like the Iowa, actually. There's, the long debate, Iowa versus Amagi. I mean, back then it wasn't even close. Iowa was definitely better, but now, with shit happening behind closed doors. You don't even know what the hell's coming out now. Because like this thing, Iowa, it doesn't perform like it used to. Like it used to. Really, it is very much similar to all these ships. It's just nice and classic. It's accurate in my eyes, at least. I know a lot of people would say, like, oh no, it's garbage now. I can't play. I can't sit at 19 kilometers and snipe Citadel. Can't do that. I might have to stomp the Concat class. It does have a 30. Like, there is no armor belt, even the slightest, that wraps around the bow. If the Yamato looks at you, it is Citadel, so that little bow of yours. A massive superstructure. Easily 15k if you're a fresh Iowa that just spawned in. Easily that's easily 15k an accurate salvo off that superstructure. Unhealable, also, because it's AP. Only heal 10% of all AP damage. Really, it's terrible torpedo reduction. For a ship of this goddamn remarkable size, to only have 25% is pitiful. Like, that is, not very good. It is, like, I don't know. Turning is god-awful. That's another thing I really have been talking about lately, but turning on, like, most of these ships is good. On Iowa, it is god-awful. To get this fucking thing moving, it's either you pick steering gears to get this fucking thing turning, or you get, to get this fucking Idaho-sized ship to actually move is, incredible. And a lot of other people compare it to its contemporary, like Horja. Horja here. Horja. I hate this thing. It is so goddamn terrible. Wow, faux 18-inch guns. Gotta love them. What's the point? You get 3 less guns than Iowa. So, like, that is a massive degradation in firepower, if you really think about it. 6 guns over the front, 1 bad salvo, and that's it. Like, you're not landing anything. They don't overmatch, except the Edinburgh, the handful of players who still play the hunk of crap. You get overmatched by this thing. I mean, you overmatch the Edinburgh anyway. Aim for the guns and the, superstructure. You just get massive damage for no reason. It's just not very good. It's fast, I guess. It's good for crossfires, maybe. 18-inch guns, semi-accurate. But, like, whatever the Georgia does, Iowa just does better. That's my only qualm. And if you're seriously going to start loading HE in an 18-inch gun because you can't pen someone's arm, like, that's ridiculous. Like, that is truthfully ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that before. Someone loading, it's like, when do you see a Yamato firing HE at you? You don't. It's ridiculous. This ship is so ass. Now, where's the Turpets? Okay, the Turpets is, I don't know. Turpets is not very good. I mean, it's decent. I don't know. I also don't like this thing. I mean, the Georgia can sit all the way in the back. FYI, if you don't know, the more back it is, that means it's worse. So Iowa, that means it's better than everything here. And Amagi is better than everything here. And Turpets is better than everything here. That's pretty much how it works. It's it's better than, at this point in time, I genuinely have to say it is probably better than Bismarck. It probably is. With the recent accuracy buffs both these ships have received, they're both, Vanguard-esque at this point, except they have, like, decent firing angles. Massive superstructure, though. That is the only massive German superstructure. Easily, not even 15, easily 20,000. I've smashed these people in my Monarch with HE for like 35k. 9 full pens, like 30k triple fire. Like, oh my, for my Conqueror, oh my god, for my Conqueror. Like, since this is a tiny little 15-inch gun at this tier, like, fighting legendary, like, that's out of the question. Like, you're not penetrating any legendary ship unless it's, like, if it's a Yamada, don't even bother. Even if they show you, like, an over-angled, like, side cheek shot on their bow, you're still not penetrating it. This, like, the gun caliber. Especially with how, German AP works when everyone says it's good when it's not. German HE is really, not Germany, a German AP is really, really bad. Like, really bad. And another thing with, it's sister ship. Nope, it's sister ship. It's not. I mean, some argue the sonar. The sonar doesn't do shit. Like, let's be honest with ourselves, it doesn't do shit. If you're spotting torpedoes at like 3 kilometers instead of 1.3, that's just saying, hey, look, this so and so is about to kill you, instead of like, oh look, so and so just killed you. It's like, it's not effective. Yes, you can turn in time and take 2 instead of 4 torps, but even then, if you're a half decent player who knows like common destroyer positioning, Jesus, common destroyer positioning, and how to effectively counter them, it's not like if you just don't sail in straight lines, it's not like effective at all. Obviously, like if you're flank dueling, like there's a massive stalemate with battle tanking ships, then yeah, you're kind of screwed. But I still think that Tirpitz is probably better. Next, Vlad. Vlad, we're actually okay. No, I'm moving Iowa up to 8th here. Vlad versus Iowa. I will say Vlad is better. In my eyes, Vlad is definitely better. In my eyes, at least, it is not even a question. Which is better? My Vlad, I'll just say it, my Vlad gets better dispersion than I've seen out of any Iowa. Especially if you get within the 10 kilometer, 11 kilometer dispersion buff the Russians get, which is because no one ever questions why they actually get that. They just say go to 10 kilometers. A lot of people don't know there's a 5 to 10% dispersion buff you get while being if you target any ship within that range. That's why your Vlad is almost always more accurate when it's within that range. But that doesn't mean you have to play all flank heavy and pushing. Like this thing still, if you plop a max dispersion pill in this thing, yes, only 2 heals. But if you can conserve your hit points, then it's decent. The only problem is limited DCs. Limited DCs are the most, like, I don't know why they added it. I don't. A much better replacement for this ship would definitely be either unlimited Russian, the unlimited variant that the Russians have. So come back in 40 seconds, unlimited version. Because the way this ship works is that it's pretty much unstoppable against AP, but pretty much HE will just destroy this fucking thing, and that's all fine and good. But the way the modern meta works is that the only fucking shell you see nowadays is HE. That's all you see is HE. Battleships are firing, and DDs are firing, and cruisers. At this point, I would start to start shooting out HE. At that point, it's so stupid how they thought of that, or at least give it 10, at least 10 damage cons. In an average match, if you have a tier 16 legendary 4 commander, where your DC comes, just think about that. A legendary tier 4 commander, so tier 16 for legendary commander, their DCs come back in 55 seconds. Oh, and they're unlimited. Your Vlad DCs, or I guess Russian DCs, come back in 40 seconds, and you get limited. So you're telling, pretty much the balancing I'm seeing from this is that 15 extra seconds means OMG, it's so broken that you gotta nerf it down to where it only has limited of them. There's a reason you don't see Russian BBs anymore. They're complete shit. Except for this one. I don't know. Sinop, God knows why they even thought Sinop needed to be nerfed. I mean, the Sinop nerf is kind of minuscule. You were losing out on 1,000 damage if you double Citadel someone. So it's not that major. But still, it's so undeserving. This thing also doesn't move. There's a reason people just sit at the edge of them. This thing just doesn't move. It doesn't want to move. This thing gets torped so easily. Its rear firing angle is atrocious. Like that's also a problem. Its rear firing angles is atrocious. It's very, 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 very bad. To the point where the main rule is if you are somehow getting all of your firepower, that means you're not doing your job. That means like you're screwing yourself over because it's clearly not working. Next, Monarch. Monarch is no, fuck you. This thing's going at the front. This thing is extremely good. You get Vanguard's 20-second reload. Decent. I don't know. This thing's accuracy is really odd. I'll just be honest. Garbage AP. The HE though is really nice. The Lion versus Monarch argument. I don't know. You're saving 5 seconds of reload. That means I think you can fire like 3 more salvos than they can in the span of like 3 minutes. Like it's obviously with a battleship firing more salvos. Like you don't want to be wasting shots in a battleship because it's detrimental if you just missing is detrimental. That's why so many people complain like when they don't get what they want from a BB. They gotta wait half the. Think about it. Shima's torps reload in a minute and 10 seconds. It takes an Iowa from missing a salvo because of dog shit dispersion. It takes them half of a Shima's. Remember maxed out 15 torpedoes, 350,000 damage, and half that time goes to just reloading a flub shot. That's not equivalent. Especially since you can't you can't negate torpedo damage. The only way you can do that is if you dodge it, or your ship just luckily comes with enhanced torpedo protection, whenever the hell that decides to even function correctly. It's just not very good. It's not up there really. The way how the Lion really, Lion isn't here because I don't care about that. The Lion is not I wouldn't if you want to buy a Lion. Actually, I think the Lion's right here. Actually, I think this is the Lion. I'll just classify it as Lion. I don't even care. I can't even determine what half these ships are. But well, I mean, obviously I can. This is Key, this is Samagi, Tirpitz, Georgia. I mean, hell, this is the promotional footage, promotional picture for Georgia back when it came out. Obviously Vlad, but regardless, yeah, back to Monarch. 20-second reload. Some of the most atrocious turning in the game. I think base it is 25 seconds. So that means you can reload your goddamn guns before you can get this damn thing turning side to side. But I mean, it turns nicely. 850, I think, which is about it's either 8. I think it's 790 or 850. I think it actually is 790 to turn this thing because it is just a King George. I actually think it's even smaller than the King George, makes it even more maneuverable. It's hidden, which it really isn't. I think, yeah, a Magi base is 15.3, and this thing is base is 14.5. That's not you're not sneaky. That's not sneaky at all. It would have been really cool for this ship if they had base 12 kilometers, and then you could lower that down to 10 to make an actual stealth ship. That would be a really cool meta to play out. But it's wargaming. We can't have fun things. Lion. Now, Lion, the concept of Lion is busted if you think about it. Tier 9 at tier 7. It's same reason why Azuma is really weird. I'm pretty sure Azuma is just a whatever the tier 10 cruiser is, and tier 10 heavy cruiser is for Japan in that line. Whatever it is, the heavy cruiser. This thing is its premium sister ship. Being at tier 7 is really weird, and it's not legendary. Its armor is complete shit. Let's be honest, it is. This thing just gets death struck no matter who looks at it. And yeah, so back to the Lion about tier 9s. This thing, think about Monarch tier 8, Lion tier 9, same tier 7s. 46% chance set fire, full conk HE bullshit, 25-second reload, super heal, 60,000 hit points or so. I don't know, it's still low hit points. but you have to dish out a lot of stuff to even attempt to get this ship. I don't know. It's not. I don't even think like the statistics even back it. I don't think you can even justifiably call Lion better than Monarch. Like I'm pretty sure I could beat someone with my Monarch and their Lion, but I'm not sure. It's really complicated. Monarch's AG doesn't even compete with Lions. Like let's be honest. This thing gets Queen Elizabeth's AG effectively, which is good, but not better than Konk's AG by any regard. Lion is by far more accurate than Monarch, and turning wise, I think it turns better, or I guess at least when the rudder, whoever the hell's piloting that damn thing, actually wants to steer it correctly. It's not, it's not very. I don't know. I can't be certain really. You know what? No, I need to move this. This needs to be sorted a bit better because I have definitely shredded. I don't know. This isn't justifiable. You know what? Yeah, Lion can go all the way out there. Alabama, garbage. I'll just be honest. This thing is atrocious. I personally don't have it, but this thing is I've seen my friends play it. It is so goddamn terrible. I have never seen this before. It's so goddamn inaccurate that it's bad. Like my friend who's playing has a maxed out American commander, fully maxed out Williamsons with all the dispersion buffs. So that's even with you got whatever Andrew Cunningham with that. You got that, and even the buff the reload time. I think you can get Pablo Daredevil even there, but it's still atrocious. The pen angles don't even compete. Why the hell does a cruiser get why is the Alaska pen better than the goddamn battleship? I don't know. This thing's turrets they're also flat turrets, so they're there's absolutely no angling on them. These things get bombed so goddamn easily. They're North Carolina's guns, so that's probably why they're complete garbage. But they're also they're exactly the same as North Carolina apparently, but they do get the improved World War II AP instead of the pre-war World War I AP that the Super Dreadnought North Carolina gets. Fast, Dreadnought level of turn. That's a 710 meter turning circle radius with a really good rudder shift. Incredible torpedo damage reduction. If Alabama if Massachusetts was here, then I would definitely rank it somewhere here. It's not doing itself any favors, but lastly, I believe, what, this is so pathetic of me, but I don't even know what this is. I think it's a Missouri. I mean, it looks similar to the balance of those triple turrets. I can't, if it is Missouri, I mean, it's just better Iowa. There's no arguing it. It's just better Iowa. Radar, same accuracy, same got literally Iowa just shoved with radar. It is ridiculous how they thought that was even balanced. Well, not balanced, but why they should just throw Iowa away when you can just have this. Obviously, 30,000 steel is not easy. That is a lot of steel. I only have 4,000 or so, and it's that damn place been it's been in the whatever, the forgery or whatever. The forge. It's not talking. It's not a forgery. The forge. It's been here for 3, 4, 5 months or so, ever since the summer, I believe. Like 30 people confirmed have Missouri, and it's not very good. It's not very good at all. It's really bad. If I could, honestly, these two, honestly, that's what I'm saying. These two ships, Iowa and they need not Massachusetts, Iowa and Missouri, they need to be brought back to 2018 versions. Iowa shouldn't be able to miss. I don't know why it misses. Like, this thing just flat out doesn't hit shit sometimes. It's like, that's why it's just unjustifiable to call it better than the Vlad. Because I don't know how it could be better than the Vlad. The Vlad, like, it's oh my god, it's got better HE. Like, so, and the turrets, these turrets should blow up, with like the slightest tap. Something I should have brought up with Roma. Roma's turrets are fucking, those things just like they strap like dynamite to those fucking turrets and they just wait until a shell arms it. But wait, like, like the accuracy shouldn't be as bad as it is now. It is like ridiculous. There's the whole stupid debate with, not debate, but like the whole thing Spartan did with the results are in bullshit, with dispersion, like with the dispersion perk or not, with like the artillery mod 3. For one, people need to like, they can deny it all they want. Modern dispersion is just purely RNG. It is pure luck. What is going to come out of your barrel? Now, ships have what's called Sigma, where it's like the luck value of the luck you're. It's really stupid. It's pretty much luck of your luck. Like, take Fallout luck. It's like, it just buffs the luck you have. So say like what Yamato high, they say highest Sigma. That is just like, Sigma is just the chance you're gonna get of the dispersion you're gonna get. And what they like, I don't know the Sigma of these ships because like no one cares. It's just luck. But it's ridiculous how I'm just getting like North Carolina dispersion out of my ship. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Actually, I think I'm gonna change it. Honestly, I don't know why everyone hates Gasconia. The more I look at this, I don't like it. No, he is not that bad. It's top of here. This is where the French shit lies. Like, I love, like, this is where just the French shit lies, because all the French shit is really bad. Script. No. Richelieu is just broken, needs buff. This thing is really ass. It's not. Like, this thing breaks guns. It's not. It does not compute with modern meta. What else? I'm just looking back on what I did here. I think it's all fine. Once again, just assuming whatever this is Lion, and just assuming whatever this is Missouri. I don't know what this is. Truthfully, someone has to educate me on these. Like, it's not Richelieu, so it's not like the way I think about it. It's not Iowa, it's not Georgia, it's not Jean Bart, it's not Richelieu. I mean, this is clearly Richelieu. You can see by the superstructure, like the flat guns, because there's there's no angling whatsoever on those turrets. It's not any of those. It's not the Vlad. It's not the Lenin. So what? It's not Lion. This looks a lot more like Lion. Actually, it doesn't. To be honest, I don't know what this is. This isn't Lion. That's all I'm telling you. This here is Lion. No, Monarch is still better than Lion. Fuck off. Yeah, I honestly can't be bothered. This is definitely Georgia. It's the only I mean, you can even look at the promotional pictures they had. Same thing. Yeah, but I think this is a pretty definitive tier list. My opinion. So Starvin, worst player in the game. Why should you do it? No, not quite. Not quite at all. But yeah, if you have any problems, take it up with the comments. This isn't. Oh, you have wrong opinion. You go that. No, actually, what am I doing? No. Why is Roma better than all these? No. Richelieu, Alabama's No, fuck Alabama. Just thinking to go burn. No. Actually, fuck Alabama. Fuck Alabama. I can burn hell. Think about it. This thing, no. Alabama can, Alabama goes last. This thing is garbage. Like, actually, someone fuck this thing. It is so bad. It's such an overhyped piece of trash. And honestly, just even that, like, Masters of all back here. At least this thing's accurate. Masters, it's so bad. It's like, I don't know. Like, these things aren't accurate at all. If someone said play Iowa or Alabama, I'm playing Iowa all the damn time. Iowa is just, it's a classic. It's nice. What else? Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could get a better tier list than this. I couldn't find any. I did like an hour of research trying to find one. If I could put Kansas somewhere, it would definitely be better than Iowa. The modern Kansas is definitely better than Iowa. It would go like right here where the lion is, and then the lion would go like move back a little bit. But yeah, I think that's definitive. Lenin, I don't think is broken. I mean, it kind of is. I don't know. It's really confusing. A lot of people say Lion is broken. I just can't agree with it. It doesn't sound like it is broken. But yeah, that is definitely my definitive tier list.